Hey everybody, it's Jang here from jangbricks.com with my very first ever Mega Bloks MOC, or my own creation, custom creation. This is a non-canon Halo universe vehicle that I call a Ghast. I wrote up a little bit of backstory of how it came about, supposedly in my own imagination, on my blog, so you can find that at jangbricks.com. Look at the upload date of this video, and then you can go to that date. You can just browse to it on the blog. You can browse through posts by date. It gives you more information about this. But for this video, I'll just talk about and show the creation itself. Long story short, it's supposed to be kind of a hybrid between a Wraith and a Ghost, kind of halfway in between there, without all the compromises of the Revenant. So this is really focusing on two things, and only two things: performance in terms of mobility, agility, speed, and firepower. Maximum size of cannon that they could fit onto a single operator design. So this thing is built with pieces from well, basically I took all of my metallic red or burgundy, whatever you want to call this color, wine, dark wine, metallic color, all the pieces I had in that color, combined them together into a big pile, and then went from there. That includes parts from a couple of Revenants, a couple of red Ghosts, and also one Spectre. I don't know, I didn't keep track of which parts I used from which set. I just basically went about this completely from scratch, just having a little bit of desire to get design elements from a couple other sets in here. So like I said, I'm trying to combine between a Ghost and a Wraith, so I got a little bit of the Wraith style of cannon. It's not quite the full size of what the Wraith actually uses, but it's up there. And this has the ability to, you can open these and close them up a little bit. You can also change the angle here, so that can angle down, these can angle down. And I really had a good time going through my parts bin parts bins of special little things to find creative little combinations of small special parts to make all this stuff work in a small area without bulking things up too much. Worked out really well. These side pods have the wide round sections on the back, inspired by the Ghost, the official Ghosts, but I went longer because I wanted this thing to seem faster. Also needed to be much larger in order to support the power system needed to power the cannon and to take it around and still have good mobility. You've got small little repulsor lift flaps in the back, and these can move. These can move quite a bit also. So that's giving you a little bit of balance to the lift from this whole thing. And it also has boosters, or turbo boosters, you might say, speed boosts, linear thrusters that just give this thing extra straight line speed. So it actually has more speed, a little bit more speed in a straight line than a Ghost or a Revenant, which previously were the same speed in a straight line, but it has the agility of a Ghost, or very, very similar to a Ghost, better than a Revenant, and of course it has the firepower that's better than a Revenant, not quite up to par with a Wraith. I put the thrusters up above what would be the center of gravity on this thing because it has the extra large pods in the front, so I figured a lot of the lift would come from here. When this thing is not moving a lot, it would probably be angled back just a little bit, so these would be pretty flat when it's not moving, and it would be angled back a little bit. It wouldn't have as much clearance in the back, but once it gets to moving, it tends to load up a lot of its weight onto these front pods and straightens it up a little bit. Underneath, I do have these little clear bits to space it up, and then I do have some transparent blue pieces just to kind of indicate the force fields. I forgot to look up the terminology that they use for their lift technology that keeps them up in the air. What else? Let's see. Oh yeah, canopy opens up, if I didn't show that already. Opens up part way, enough to expose the figure that's in there. It's a non-customized figure, but you can see it fits in there, holds on to controls on either side, have a little simulated little console section right there. And that comes down nicely. I think that this piece was really not used well enough in the Spectre. That I believe it came from the Spectre. I think this works out a lot better, makes it look more like a vehicle, like a fast vehicle. Then I add a little bit of detail on the back just to kind of have like would be cooling vents or ducts, stuff like that, and heat exchanger type things just to cover that up. And a lot of experimentation went into this. You know, a lot of pieces were taken apart and put back together and changed and stuff, but this is what I came up with, and this is really what I was looking for from the start, and I'm very happy with it. And I really enjoyed this whole process of working with the Mega Bloks parts for the very first time in a creative capacity, not just following the instructions. So I'll definitely be doing more, and because the type of custom stuff that I like to do is truly custom, not just you know, trying to use parts to recreate somebody else's creation, somebody, you know, some Canon other vehicle or thing that's from the Halo universe world. I will be coming up with more stuff that I make, you know, just make up completely out of the blue, and I think I'm gonna enjoy this quite a bit. But I do need to stock up on parts now, so that's going to be an entirely new adventure, and kind of balancing between display and you know, harvesting parts from sets that I do like in order to be able to make more interesting, more different custom stuff. Well, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, check out the blog entry from the same date that this video was updated to get more of the backstory, kind of fluff surrounding the Ghast. And stay tuned for more. You know, if you want to see more custom stuff that I do from Mega Bloks as well as other brands, you can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and you can always follow what I do at jangbricks.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.